Right, guys, for this episode, we're going to talk about this whole situation that's going on with Rafool and Kidavelly because it's been going on for nearly 5 years and it doesn't seem like any of these two are really going to find any sort of middle ground. That's the best way to describe it because these two have animosity towards each other. And I don't think Rafool will ever care what Kidavelly says. And Kidavelly is more pressed on what Rafool has commented or made his title of the video. And he's even made it worse because of this situation and how he has acted towards him. I don't know if Rafool just playing mind games and wants more views for the video, and I don't really care. But at the same time, this situation really got out of hand on the RTM episode the other day. It nearly went left, and Young Spray and Chronic was doing the most. Like, let's be honest, in this situation, they would never put someone like Young Diz and Mo Stack together, but they would put someone like Rafool and Kidavelly together because they know that there's no repercussions for them putting hands on Kidavelly, which they done later on and dragged him off of the sofa. Like, they would do that to anybody. Like, even Tommy Robinson was in the studio and they done nothing of the sort. They just sat there, listened to his nonsense and let him leave and was laughing and joking with him. It was like they was all best buddies. It's quite weird. But someone like Kidavelly, he says something about Islam and isn't that pressed about like going around and talking about other things which Tommy Robinson does, and they just act up and start trying to put hands on him. It's just so weird. But I'm going to show you this first clip because this clip obviously showed the animosity, the annoyance at Rafool that Kidavelly has towards him because of the title of their interview.
It's very disheartening that you've actually come on this platform and you are still sort of portraying this fake narrative.
It's not a fake narrative. You're upset. You're upset because listen.
I feel like you.
So listen.
Can I finish?
Why did he grab your hand there, my brother, and said, "Yo, let me take this"? And you wasn't on piss.
But when did that happen?
After the interview, bro.
So he held my hand during the intro. What did my camera guy do?
My brother, nothing.
That's cap.
Your cameraman, it couldn't even be able to do nothing about it. But your MI ends. Remember that. Your MI ends, bro.
I came to the intro.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Yeah. You see, when you started saving all these videos as well as Kidavelly and his nan, bro, I could just get up right now and do you something if I wanted to. We're face to face now.
When
you save my video. You save my video, bro. Listen, let me tell you something, bro. You save. Now listen. Listen. You save my video. You save my video.
The TV said you could get up and do it. Try it.
Listen. You saved my video and Kidavelly versus his nan. It's still saved as that now, bro.
No, get up and do something.
You think this is
no, get up and do something.
Forget about that camera. We can do it off the scene, bro. Do it off the camera, bro. We'll do it off the camera, bro. Feel me, bro.
I'm in charge of all of this. This one, as soon as you go to move to him, that won't come out.
In the end, he done absolutely nothing. It was just like a whole ploy. It was all. I don't know if they done this for clicks or views, but at the end of the day, Kidavelly done absolutely nothing. He was going to do nothing. He was just acting up and acting angry. And do you know what? I can get. He was noticeably annoyed. But what Kidavelly likes to do is do something that a lot of people tend to do sometimes. And imagine the situation went another way, which it definitely did not go. And this was on display when he decided, and I'm sure Funky D's people are saying that Funky D's exploiting him for views, but Funky D himself is mentally challenged. So at the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if he just like wanted to do an interview with Kidavelly because they're both in the same ballpark. But this he had again to say about Rafool because, like I said, there's an issue between these two which lies deeper than you can even imagine.
Me and him have had certain. We used to be cool at one point. You get me? He's interviewed me back in the day in 2019. You feel me? He's interviewed me back in the day in 2019, you feel me? So it's after that now, the interview, that's when we went downhill. You feel me? So man, he knows what going on, everyone knows, innit? Man's not even gonna get back. Cut short story, he tried to save my video or something else, it went downhill, innit? And he was shocked to see me at RTM. He didn't even know I was coming. You get me? See, when a man looks like a man sees a ghost when he first see me, he didn't even know I'm gonna be there. So yeah, Rafool's a waste, man. He's not on nothing. He's not smart. A man that does his research from YouTube comments, you're stick, bruv. You're deluded, bruv. You get me? Come on, man. The guy's had the same mask on for since what? That 13, 14, bruv. Allow it, man. Come on, man.
Now, what Kidavelly tries to state is that this whole situation actually spiraled out of control and they started to hate each other after the interview dropped and he named it in a certain way. But this wasn't actually the case. Kidavelly, like I said, likes to make up fictions in his head and starts to believe his own stories rather than what the reality actually was. Because Kidavelly actually started this problem with Uncle Rafool in the first place. And this was something that I'm not sure if he even mentioned, but no, actually he did. This clip I'm going to show you next is going to be him actually saying that he started the situation in the first place and now it's kind of his own fault as to why Rafool is doing this whole thing against him and dislikes him and doesn't really care or have any great things to say about him in the first place. Watch this.
The reason why now man disrespected this guy, bro, yeah? The reason why I disrespected this guy is because he ain't brought up my thing, bro. Like, you're not bringing up the interview, bro.
Okay.
Like, it's
but
been
it was
months.
business, and
Huh?
you. But it
Yeah,
was
so
business,
listen,
and
so
you made
why are
it
you wasting my time then?
ratchet.
You're still telling me that you're gonna bring it out. Yeah, wait this year.
Was you
This
telling
soon
him
this.
what- but he-
That's what he said to man, bro. You still wait on it to come out. It's still gonna come out.
Have you got the
So-
conversation?
huh?
Have you got the convo?
Bro, that's from my old Instagram, bro.
Have you still got access
I've got
to
a
it?
new Instagram,
Have you
bro.
got access to your old Instagram?
No, I don't because it's been deleted, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's my old Insta. So what I'm saying.
And did I shout you for an interview?
Yes, because remember, there was people that was tagging us. I remember seeing it in the comments for us to link up and do an interview, right? And then you shouted me.
Shout out a few people. Oh, God, man.
So obviously, look, so we've done it. If I'm doing something with you, this is why I got onto you,
Couldn't
bro.
you have said it
Because
in
if
a
I'm doing anything, that's like
respectable
me
way?
doing me doing a podcast or any music video. Of course, you're gonna ask that person when's my thing coming up,
Did you
no matter
ask
what
it
it
in
is.
a respectful way? That
My brother, I asked him firstly, calm, man's taking long. When you're telling me certain dates and it's not coming at that date, that's when now man's getting triggered, bro. You get me?
so- okay,
and we
so-
probably went back
Why
and
would you
forth.
leave
You
him
get
up?
me?
So to respond,
Yeah,
Why
bro.
for that?
that's mad.
Yeah.
To respond to that, a lot of my guests, when I interview them, the interview actually drops months later. So that's very common with me.
You should have been real and told me that,
Especially-
bro.
Now, Kidavelly says that he was pressed at the fact that Rafool never dropped his interview that they had done earlier or quick enough for him. So he started to try and apply pressure to him. And this is a valid reason for him to say that he got annoyed with him and he should have told him. Why should he have told you when he's going to drop your interview? At the end of the day, that's something that you should have asked on the spot and you would have got a clear-cut answer rather than trying to do what he done to actually try and get Rafool to drop the interview. It was just ridiculous. And yeah, I can imagine that he could have been very annoyed at the fact that he kept pushing back dates on when he was going to drop it because Rafool, I don't know if he even wanted to drop it. But at the end of the day, if this was something like BBC, ITV and they done an interview with you, I can guarantee you these guys would not be trying to pressure them into dropping their interview and saying, oh, it should be dropped in and it should be dropped in. They would just patiently wait for their situation to come up. And the thing is, even in the latest interview that Kidavelly has done, he consistently talks about the fact that he could have robbed Rafool, even though he didn't rob Rafool. And there's no footage to suggest that this could have actually happened at any point because Rafool just took the whole interview and they was just, laughing, having jokes, and no one ever takes Kidavelly serious. But watch this clip here because he still doesn't want to talk about the whole issue that Rafool and him have and why or what is actually the issue between them and what stuff Rafool brought up. Watch this.
Just a quick one.
Yeah.
Why don't you want to talk about it if he's said something that you don't know?
No, cool. He was just it's just technically, look, obviously, because it's already out there, innit? And I've already said it on the RTM and I've said this a lot of times. So the evidence are there. Obviously, you were just saying a lot of stuff and trying to cast my manager's way and all of that, tried to get onto my brethren and my brethren wasn't happy about certain things he was saying. But I'm saying I know what he's like, innit? This is what Uncle Rafool does. You feel me? He's a troll, innit? So at the end of the day, what's happened now, it was just, he's tried to draw out the mandem and then things happened where he nearly got robbed and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, by my brethren, yeah. So cool. At the end of the day, so cool. He's been holding grudges since 2019. I forgot he even exist. So cool. What ended up, so that's not really the main, that's just part of it. The main part in that is obviously cool. I was asking him now, when's my interview coming out? I was asking him, let's say if he told me a date today that let's say for example, it's coming out in 2 weeks. So you gave me a day, let's say 2 weeks on a Thursday. So I'm shouting you, let's say on a Thursday, and you're telling me, nah, it's going to be next week now. Cool. Now you're telling me a next day. Now you're telling me a next day. So I said, bro, are you really actually trying to bring out the interview or are you on just a joke? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, he said to me, nah, bro, just stop rushing me. I'm like, what do you mean rushing you? You've gave me the dates when the thing's meant to come out. He's like, bro, you keep asking, man. You're always on my case. I'm like, how, bro? Yeah, obviously you sold me a dream. You've told me about 4 times that it's meant to come out this day and this day.
Now, you have to just admit that Kidavelly just talks a load of nonsense, because at one minute he's saying that he didn't like the stuff that Rafool was saying in his interview, rah, 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 but yet he was still pressing him to release this interview, even though he said that he didn't like some of the stuff that came out, how he was going on. He basically nearly robbed him because of the way that Rafool was talking, but was still begging him, literally begging him to drop this interview. And then when it dropped and he had the title and named, he was actually surprised at the way Rafool was going on about him. Now, I don't know if this was to do with a situation where he was 17, he was dating a 15-year-old, or whatever the case may have been, but Rafool has constantly been, actually, no, he hasn't actually cared. He hasn't cared what Kidavelly does in his day-to-day, but Kidavelly always makes it a point to try and embarrass Rafool. And I can tell you for a fact that Rafool has had enough of Kidavelly, and this has been from a long, long time. But this clip here I'm going to show you is going to be when, I mean, this must have been after the interview or something like that, when Kidavelly was trying to press Rafool into dropping his interview. Watch this.
And then someone said to me on his live that, oh, apparently that rapper Kidavelly apparently is after me, and you know, I was quite confused, like, what, you know, what the hell, what the like, why the hell would Kidavelly be after me, you know? And then Kidavelly came on the chat, on the live as well, and then started typing, sending me his location, sending me his postcode, sending me, yeah. Can I just say that Kidavelly is the moistest artist to ever exist in mankind. Kidavelly is the moistest youth you can ever catch on road. The guy is so moist. He's just a waste man. How in the listen? By the way, me and Kidavelly had a one-to-one interview not too long ago. You know, it was a one-to-one interview. I haven't put it out because the interview was whack. Kidavelly is whack. No one cares about Kidavelly. No one rates Kidavelly. No one knows who the f he is. I don't even know why I did the interview in the first place. I was just bored. That day I was bored. I went to go and do an interview with Kidavelly. I said I'm not gonna put it out. He's a whack artist. Kidavelly, you're a moist youth. How in the world can you send me your postcode telling me to come and buck you as if I've got nothing better to do? You think my name is World Boss? You are a whack artist. You suck. No one cares about your career. You are a waste man.
See, this is my problem with some people. If you had done an interview with BBC, or you had done an interview with any big channel like that, would you be trying to apply pressure to that channel to make them drop your interview and think that they was going to drop your interview? They wouldn't even drop it. They would just throw it in the bin. But when it comes to Kidavelly, he thought that he was going to press Uncle Rafool, an actual comedian, into dropping his interview, and then thought that he was going to edit it in a way which was going to make him look good. It didn't make him look good. And there was a whole reason as to why Uncle Rafool had mentioned World Boss, because in this interview, he decided that he was going to talk about their apparent beef, which I don't even know who World Boss is. I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm not going to try and gas it or try and give you some lore, and that may be something you want to stop this video and research. But Uncle Rafool decided that he was going to change the name of the video, and he made it worse. Like, look at the title, you can see it there. But I'm going to play you this clip when he talks about World Boss, because it's quite hilarious how he talks about World Boss.
That's World Boss. You feel me? That's World Boss. Who is World Boss to be taken seriously, boy? He gets victimized. He gets run out all the time. He gets stripped. He's getting punched up. He's getting smacked up on a daily. He's been smacked up a lot of places, man. Come on, man. People I know from Croydon know him as a joke. Like, of course, he's a failed chef. That's truth. He's a failed chef and he's a failed comedian.
Wow, that's a lot to take in, because I didn't know any of this. You know.
That's it. The viewers know, but I don't even lie. They know that he's a patty, innit? You claim you're a comedian, but if you're a comedian, why aren't you on that KSI in the man stage?
So there you go, guys. This is Kidavelly and J1, B-Tech J1.
06
And
B-Tech.
I mean, no, that's sorry. J1 Savage. That's it. J1 Savage.
J1 up or J Savage, innit?
J1
Savage or
J1 up or J1
everyone knows him as J1 up.
Yes, this has been a lovely one-to-one interview. Lovely getting to know you guys. You know, before I saw you, I thought you were a verbalist, but now that I've seen you in person, you know, you are.
I know, but they can say that I'm a verbalist.
As you can tell in this interview, Rafool never gave, like, he didn't really care for the interview, if I'm being honest. And I'm going to show you even more clips of this. But the point being here is that Rafool is just taking constant like subliminals and shots at Kidavelly. And Kidavelly, he doesn't have the brain to really work out what's really going on here, because he is just constantly dissing him throughout this whole interview. And if it was me personally, I wouldn't have wanted this interview to drop. But Kidavelly, I'm not sure if he likes to be taken the mick out of or likes to be seen as the classroom clown, but that's just something that he's just interested in showing us, that he's not a gangster, he's not bad, he's just, like I said, mentally challenged. This is just an issue for him.
You have a song on channel, Ding Dong Ride. You have a song called Ding Dong.
Yeah, Ding Dong Ride and Up Boy. Ding Dong Ride, being playing an Up Boy, and more than addition, I'll probably my 4 of the songs.
Sorry, give me 1 minute, let me just clarify a few things. He has a song named Ding Dong. That's very gay. How can you be a hood boy and making a song called Ding Dong? Can you now see what you're doing? You're embarrassing me on my channel. I'm meant to have proper drillers. No, I'm not. I'm just asking. No, I'm not. I'm just.
Well, what's wrong with a ding dong?
No.
Do you know what a ding dong is, brother? Don't try that.
I don't want to know.
Huh?
Wow.
Don't try that, brother. This is the. You're on top today, bro.
I'm just.
Yo, you on top today, brother?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Do you know what a ding dong is, though, brother?
I don't want to find out. Looks like
So what's a ding dong?
Wow, that's.
What do you think a ding dong is, bro?
There's only one thing that's a ding dong.
What is it?
I don't want to.
No, I can't say it, innit? What do you think a ding dong is, bro?
Listen, I feel very uncomfortable. You're holding me so close, asking me about ding dong.
Go on, I'll let you speak. Go on, yeah. What's a ding dong?
Like, he has absolutely no respect for Kidavelly and his gangster ways. The fact that he's from Brixton, he's from South London, he's in a car park with Kidavelly. He just doesn't seem to be too bothered about what Kidavelly is up to or what Kidavelly could potentially do. And we all know that Kidavelly is, a verbalist. I don't know if that does anything or is, does any physical. No, it doesn't offer any physical traits whatsoever. And he just continued to banter Kidavelly. It was just ridiculous. And Kidavelly, like I said, he hasn't got the brain power to work out that these jokes are jokes at him. Like, he doesn't understand that, and he keeps correcting Rafool. Like, Rafool doesn't know what he's saying, and he blatantly does. It's just so ridiculous. Watch this last clip here.
Oh shit, because the video could have been like on a million. Probably even parts, it could have been 3 million.
Is it on Spotify?
Not on Spotify, but I got an album called Pain and Rage on Spotify.
Pain and what?
Pain and Rage.
Oh,
You get me? Pain and Rage, you feel me? I've got some Pain and Rage, and I've got a new album coming called Keep Up with the Wave. It should be out November to January.
Download this album, go and buy it. Pain and Rape. Make sure you download it.
Rage.
Oh, Rage, sorry. Oh, sorry. Pain and Rage.
Rage, bro.
No, I didn't hear you properly. Pain and Rage. What's happening?
Well, what's wrong with that? You got a problem with that?
No, it sounded a bit weird.
What's going on?
No, I don't know.
Is there a problem about that?
I was wondering why I'm making that noise.
What am I saying?
This jacket is nice. What brand is the jacket?
No, it's not brand, man. It's just a normal jacket, bro. It's just a normal jacket, and I ordered online. You feel me?
It's like Matalan.
You've got a Matalan jacket, bro.
This is not
Are you trying to take a piss?
No, I'm not taking a piss.
So where's your jacket?
I'm just
Let me
saying.
see your label, bro. Let me see your label.
At the end of the day, this could have been a pure comedy, like little sketch between these two, but it just turned bad, all due to Kidavelly and his actions. And he still continues to press this fake narrative that he robbed, or nearly he robbed him. I don't know what this is meant to kind of like put across to his audience or anybody else's audience, because you just look at it thinking, why would you care if you nearly robbed someone? It makes no sense to me at all. But guys, like, share, subscribe, and I shall see you on the next one.